Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Listen, bud, he's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread?
Why, hello there YouTube, and welcome to a random review. I am Random Ross, and today I am reviewing Spider-Man Far From Home for the second time. Yes, this of course is written by Chris McKenna and also written by Eric Summers, directed by John Watts, who did Homecoming, starring Tom Holland, Samuel L. Jackson, Zendaya, Kobe Smulders, Jon Favreau, J.B. Smoove, and Jacob Batalon, Martin Starr, Marissa Tomei, and Jake Gyllenhaal. So, before we go any further, I do want to warn you right now that this is a spoiler review. Okay, so if you haven't seen Spider-Man Far From Home and you don't want to know any spoilers, then I strongly suggest right now that you click off this video and you go see the film right now. So, or if you want to see a review on this from me, I do have a spoiler review that will be linked in the cards above here, so you can check that out. But yeah, I'm giving you like 5 seconds to click away from this video because I'm going to give out huge, massive spoilers in this review. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. The spoilers. So this, of course, takes place in the aftermath of Endgame. Everyone who got snapped away come back 5 years later, but they haven't aged. So, like, half the school that Peter attends, half of them have aged 5 years, whilst half of them haven't. And Peter and his friends, they clearly got dusted away because they are still teenagers and haven't aged at all. Aunt May, she too got dusted, and they thought that she was a ghost when she was brought back from Hulk's snap. And of course, Peter, he wants to take a break from being Spider-Man for a bit and goes on a European school trip. And they first hit Venice, and then some crazy stuff goes down there when an elemental, a water elemental, in the opening scene, off screen the wind elemental gets destroyed, and then as it opens, the earth elemental is about to get destroyed, and then Mysterio comes in and stops the water elemental, and we also then had the fire elemental, which they believe is aiming for Prague, so they go to Prague, and Mysterio, or Quentin Beck, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, stops the elementals, and also Parker, he gets these glasses from Stark that wanted him to have them, and he gets access to Edith, which is the second Jarvis. And of course he feels that all this power is too much responsibility, and believes that Quentin has got what it takes to be the next Iron Man, so he hands that responsibility over to him, only to find out that the whole Elementals was an illusion. No, this isn't going to have multiverse in it, well, at least not yet anyway. Mysterio isn't from an alternate Earth. He is a guy who got screwed over by Stark, and he's out for revenge to get what's his. And not only that, but a group of people have all formed against him, and they are going to get, credit for being heroes and for their technological advances. Because it turns out the whole holographic scenery in the opening scene of Captain America Civil War that we see Stark with, turns out that it was the technology of Mysterio, Quentin Beck, and he gave it a different name, Stark, and he was pissed about that. Basically, all these people are people that got pissed off by Stark, and they all want a piece of the pie. And of course, Beck, with the access to all Stark's weaponry, plans to create a massive illusion in London. And of course, with MJ and Ned knowing, MJ works it out as you've seen it in the trailer. They're on the hit list to get killed, but Parker, he's not going to let that happen after he comes back and fights Mysterio and kicks his ass. And of course he does. Of course we get our credits, and then we get the mid-credit scene. A mid-credit scene which features a news report of Mysterio giving away Spider-Man's secret identity. And of course, and he gets with MJ like he wanted to because he likes her. And we all know that she's meant to be Mary Jane Watson, but with rights issues with Sony, they obviously rehashed her and stuff. What else do we... and in a news report, we get a cameo from an old face, J. Jonah Jameson, who we all know from the original Spider-Man trilogy. He comes back, and he is played by J.K. Simmons. That is right, people. J.K. Simmons returns as Jonah Jameson, and he's in the MCU. I did warn you there will be spoilers in this review. Then we get an end credit scene where we find out that Maria Hill and Nick Fury are actually Talos and his wife, the Skrulls from Captain Marvel. Yes, posing as them. Hired by Nick Fury to pose as them whilst Nick Fury takes a break, which I first think is on a beach somewhere, but then he's on a Skrull ship on a holodeck or whatever. And yeah, so that, I think that's all I've given away. Oh, and there's no Stan Lee cameo. No. I thought he would have filmed a cameo for Far From Home, but I didn't see him in there, but this video is dedicated to you, Excelsior. Okay, so let's get on to my likes and dislikes. First of all, I love this film. I love the action, I love the story. I love that this was, I have to say, probably better than the first one. Yeah, I really do think it's better than Homecoming. I also liked Tom Holland in this as Spider-Man, returning as Spider-Man, a bit more mature, but still makes the odd mistake every now and then. I also like Zendaya as MJ and Jacob Batalon as Ned, his fat friend. And I also like Samuel Jackson as Nick Fury, or as we thought was Nick Fury, but it's actually Talos, but it's Samuel Jackson throughout the film, along with Kobe, Robin from How I Met Your Mother. What else? I also like Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. Of course, I was not for a second convinced that Mysterio was a good guy. I knew that he was obviously hiding his true colours, and I was so right in assuming that, because the second that we found out he was a fraud, I was like, ha! Knew it! I bloody knew it! No, that he was a villain. Because if you know Marvel and Spider-Man, you will know that Mysterio is a villain, and they kept it that way. I'm glad they didn't make him a hero, because he's the villain. So Jake Gyllenhaal did a great performance too. I love the CGI, and I love the effects and action sequences. Oh, and also MJ and Parker find out that Mysterio's a villain when one of his drones drop a hologram of projecting one of the elementals, and discovers that he's the one who set the whole thing up to pose as a hero. So yeah, that's how they find out, as I forgot to mention. But yeah, great film. One of my flaws with it, I would say, are probably that there was a little bit too much CGI in it at one point, especially with the finale. But other than that, I enjoyed the hell out of this film, and yeah, as I said, I will put this in my MCU ranking when I rank these films. That is going to be fun to do, because I've got to rank them all again and then do the video again, so that's going to be hard work, but I will do it. So yeah, final thoughts and ratings. Spider-Man Far From Home, I loved it so much. It was a great way to end Phase 3. What will be next for Phase 4? I don't know. It's going to be... This is the last one for a while, till next year, but... Let's just say I look forward to what Marvel Studios has in store for us next. So, Spider-Man Far From Home, I love the hell out of it. This, for me, gets 4 out of 5 from me. So yes, that has been my random review, spoiler review on Spider-Man Far From Home. Have you seen it? Let me know down in the comments below. You obviously will have, because this is a spoiler review, and if you haven't and you just want to get it spoiled anyway, yeah, that's it. Okay, yeah, so, as I said, give this video a big thumbs up if you like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell so you can stay updated on my channel. All of my social media links are linked down below in the description, along with my other channels. I have a horror channel if you love horror, and a Whovian channel if you love Doctor Who and sci-fi. They're linked down below or in the cards above here, so be sure to check all that out. And yeah, I've been Random Ross. This has been Random Reviews. So until next time, I bid you all a goodbye, friends, goodbye.